We were with him when the mob surrounded us all. The noise and shouts awoke us out from sleep, confused and dazed. We ran away, leaving him to be tormented and destroyed by the mob. He stood for us always, but we betrayed him when he needed us most. It was a very cold night. We were fast asleep in the Garden of Gethsemane when we heard the noise of many feet. Waking up quickly, we saw hundreds of people with torches, stones, swords, and big sticks coming towards us. Suddenly, Judas appeared from the crowd, went towards the master, and kissed him. "Judas, are you betraying the Son of Man with a kiss?" he said sadly as he looked into Judas' eyes. Then Judas stepped back into the crowd. We accompanied the rabbi to Gethsemane, but we slept off and forgot about him. We were aroused by noise and shouts by an angry mob determined to seize him. Peter thought he could fight, but it was impossible. He only managed to cut an ear, which the master replaced, to the astonishment of all present. Yet, this miracle did not change their minds about him. Jesus asked them, "Whom seek ye?" "Jesus of Nazareth," they replied, but fell heavily. Thrice they fell after he asked them the same question, thrice. He could have run away when they fell, but he stayed and told them, "I'm he, take me and let these go." Then they led him to the judgment hall of Annas and Caiaphas. They began to beat and torment him, even before hearing him. They called witnesses to lie against him. It was so heartbreaking that we couldn't go and speak against those lies as his witnesses. I felt so weak and disappointed, for we trusted that it had been he which should have redeemed Israel. Why couldn't we stand up for him? Why couldn't we defend him? Suddenly the cock crew. I saw Peter sitting by a fire with some people. He was spat on and tormented before Annas and Caiaphas. False witnesses were brought in to speak lies about him. Yet we could not go to his defense. We deserted him. He trod the winepress of God's anger against sin alone. He was despised. The cock crew again, and I turned to Peter. The master also turned to him. Our eyes met, and I knew that he had denied him thrice. "Oh, Peter, you couldn't stand for he who saved you from drowning, healed your mother-in-law, and turned your life around?" I always wonder how the disciples of Satan, communists, politicians, and messengers of the LGBTQ+ community are so bold and determined to broadcast and push their beliefs, yet the sons and daughters of God are so quiet and timid. We easily deny him as Peter did for fear of friends, fellow workers, teachers, family, etc., when followers of Satan boldly defend their master. Hence, the doctrines and ideologies of Satan are gaining authority and acceptance, whilst the pure moral teachings of God are being sidelined, criminalized, and ridiculed. We deny him in our speech, dress, and lifestyle, and are now even copying the lifestyle of Satan's followers. Indeed, the professed followers of Christ are now the best marketers of Satan's doctrines. The disciples of Satan are so bold and committed to his cause, defending him and spreading his teachings and doctrines around the world. They are so fearless and shameless in proudly identifying with Satan and his works. Yet the sons and daughters of God are shy, timid, and afraid to openly stand for him. May the Lord revive his people with his spirit, that we may have the zeal of old. That missionary spirit that moved mountains and broke prison walls is gone. On this Holy Sabbath, may we pray for God's divine spirit and grace to stand up for him. May the peace, love, grace, and mercies of God surround us on this Holy Sabbath.